All right, Acres of Diamonds audience, we are back. I'm Scott Gibbs, co-founder of Acres of Diamonds, here with co-founder of Acres of Diamonds, DJ Lagori, and co-founder of Jake Gilman Enterprises, soon to be within the next 10 years, some big business based on all the leadership skills he's learning. So just a follow-up. This is Daily Diamond number 24. And it's a follow-up to our podcast number 17 we did. It fundamentally is about leadership. And DJ, what are a couple quick takes about leadership that you wanted to share with the audience?
So I think a good way to break leadership down into its simplest form is something we've talked about before, is called little me, big you. And the first thing I thought of when I said that in correlation to this podcast was actually Coach Rich Lapani. Coach Lapani was my high school football coach, and to this day, he was the best coach I've ever had. And I think about the way that he treated us and the way that we, and what he got from us in return. It was never, ever about him or any of the coaches or any of the coaching staff. It was always about us. And he always wanted to make sure that we were the ones who were, enjoying ourselves, making sure that we were creating lasting memories and winning football games by that, because of that. So I think if I was to say, based upon a leadership role and that term, little me, big you, I think Coach Lapani was the greatest example I've ever personally seen of that, just because, I've said this before, it always felt like you were playing for your father, almost, just with the amount of love, the amount of camaraderie and brotherhood that him and those coaches established with that team, my sophomore through senior year. I think that was the greatest example of leadership that I've ever been around personally.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake, what would be your take on leadership, biggest takeaways?
My biggest takeaway, for me, I always use the Steve Jobs quote, why do we hire smart people to tell them what to do? I mean, it's my favorite one. Really, we hire the qualified people to answer our questions for us. And I think it's just asking those questions. It makes them feel more involved, and they're making the changes and they're making the impact. And to me, I've always seen it that they're helping each other after that, because they want to see everybody's projects do good and do well, and the whole thing do well and win and just have that loving atmosphere. So for me, that's what I always look at. And that's the greatest example I can think of, and I think it's just well said from a truly great leader.
Yeah, I like both your examples. So I was going to give my own example. I'm going to combine your two examples into a new one. So little me, big you, for sure. That puts the significance into your team member and takes it off yourself, right? As a leader, you have to be quick to take credit for the wrong, for the failures and the misses, and very quick to give credit for the successes to your team. That's what great leaders do. Also, great leaders always ask questions. The best leaders ask questions. And why would you hire smart people and not then query them for the answers, right? So the Steve Jobs quote, I think, is fantastic. And in general, leadership is about making the situation within your team better because of your presence than it would be without your presence. Mm-hmm. And in order to do that, you have to get discretionary effort from people. Discretionary effort means effort that they wouldn't give to somebody else, right? So if you're a good leader, you can expect 10 to 20% extra effort from your team if you've engaged their head and their heart. And the two strategies you two just described are strategies to engage the heads and hearts of the people you lead. Mm-hmm. And they're powerful. They're very powerful when you defer credit and you accept blame for yourself. When you ask questions, but the fact that you're asking somebody a question means psychologically that you're demonstrating to them that they're important to you, that they're important to the team, that they're important to the process. And both of those answers were great answers, guys. I'm proud. I'm proud to be part of today's podcast. Thank you.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice job, Jake. Nice job, DJ.
Daily Diamond number 24.
Out.
See ya.